Hello, folks. This is Ronald Ray here, your boy with a cornbread accent. Welcome you to this week's WWE Raw Recap show. How is everybody doing? Hopefully, everybody's having a good week so far. Let's get going here. So, this week's WWE Raw took place at the KeyBank Center in Buffalo, New York. Not sure what the attendance is, but never announced the attendance on these things anyway. But anyways, um, eh, truth be told, I couldn't really. There's some things I got into, some things I just couldn't get into. But let me know what you think in the comments here. Show started off with Stephanie Van Kier. She said wrestling is her original language. So I guess that's going to be her catchphrase or her motto or something to put on T-shirts that kind of disguise the fact that her English is not that good. Probably better than mine, but still not that good. But anyway, she says she wasn't there to talk. She wants a piece of Liv Morgan. And of course, Liv Morgan comes down with her girls from the Judgment Day, Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez. After they said their piece, they attacked Van Kuur. Becky would come out to even things out, but her and Stephanie just cannot see eye to eye. And they both wind up getting a whooping from the Judgment Day, and the Judgment Day is standing tall in the ring, winning this. Actually, it was a 3-on-2 battle, so maybe they need to get another cooler head to kind of say, "Hey, let's join up and let's not argue amongst each other." But it is all focused for that WWE Women's World Championship, so can understand how Stephanie's got some bad feelings. She wants her belt back. And Becky Lynch, just being Becky Lynch, the championships are her domain. So pretty good story being told on that end. First match of the night is Javon Evans versus J.D. McDonough. I almost screwed up their names. I was supposed to call them Javon McDonough and J.D. Evans, but it's Evans versus McDonough. Anyway, pretty decent little match here. Javon Evans, he's getting better. He's got his I would say he's got his gimmick, his match down. That matches his gimmick pretty good. Has shown signs of turning heel, but might be putting that off a little bit. JD McDonough would go for a moonsault, but Evans moves out of the way. JD lands on his feet, but Evans will hit the OG cutter. Got the cover, got the win. But this celebration did not last long as Big Cass came back to the ring, attacked him again, put a whooping on him. Cass with a clothesline lands the East River Crossing. Evans would grab the microphone. He has Big Cass. Is that all he has? Big Cass turned around. He gets on the ring apron. Evans with a right hand, big cross to the outside. Evans with a Big Cass to the outside. Evans with a suicide dive. He hits Big Cass with some more right hands. Dominic would interfere with this one. Throws Evans into a ring post. Big Cass throws Evans to barricade back in the ring. Cass gives him a big boot, laying out Javon Evans. So, not sure. I think they calling for maybe a match for Sunday night's main event. So we'll see what happens there. Next up, we got a match. This course part of the tournament to determine who gets to face Roman Reigns at Triple Mania later on. It is Rey Fenix. I think this is the first time Rey Fenix has been on Raw. He goes against El Fiscal. Rey runs towards El Fiscal, but Fiscal grabs him, lifts Rey up, but Rey reverses it, Ray goes for the cover, but Fiscal kicks out. He places El Fiscal on the top rope. Ray with a Mexican muscle buster gets the win on this one and moves on in the tournament. By the way, he is the AAA World Cruiserweight Champion, going for the heavyweight belt. Might be a little interesting. It would be a good match if Ray Phoenix goes up against Penta in the finals, but we should see what happens on that end. Next up, we got the former WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion, Sol Ruka, going against another former Women's Intercontinental Champion, Lyra Valkyria. It's okay here. Ruka has somebody she's a little more familiar with. I think they has a few matches back in NXT. Lyra lifts Sol up, goes for the Nightwing, but Sol lands on her feet, and Sol lands on her feet, and Sol with a DDT. Sol goes to the top rope, lands the Soul Snatcher, goes for the cover, gets the pin, and much needed singles victory for her. Actually, I guess makes a quest for maybe getting a title rematch soon. Going to take a quick commercial break. Yes, this is a cheap plug for my channel, so be right back after this. Again, cheap plug for my channel. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Ronald Ray here, your boy with a cornbread accent. If you made it this far in the video, you're having fun. You folks know what to do. Everybody says this, so let's go through the whole routine. If you enjoy it, click on that like button. Also, leave me a comment. Give me your opinions on anything I talk about tonight. Ask questions, or just drop a friendly hello. That's always cool as well. Also, if you enjoy listening to a fan, just like you folks at home, talk about the sport of professional wrestling, be a champ, click on that subscribe button. Now, back to our program. All right, we get the vision coming out, and the big story here is at the end of that, Braun asks Paul Heyman, or Paul has asked Heyman to tell him who he thinks is the future of the WWE. That's when Oba Femi's music hits. He comes out to the ring, tells Braun that he's asking stupid questions, but he already knows who the future is, and Oba says, Braun knows, he knows it, fans know it, Brock Lesnar knows it, and Heyman really knows it, who the future is. Heyman tells Braun that if he takes one more step towards Oba Femi, he takes a permanent step away from him, being Heyman. Heyman kind of sit there and explains to him, say, hey, this is a publicly traded company. This is the biggest promotion on the face of the planet. He says you just don't answer to the people live and at home. They answer to shareholders. Basically, kind of say, hey, we can't have two main eventers, two future of the company, just having an impromptu match. We're not like the other company. So this all sets up for a match between Oba Femi and Braun Breaker at Sunday night's main event that takes place in Atlanta, Georgia. Of course, they're calling that Braun's hometown. Of course, Braun Breaker is the son of Rick Steiner, who's made his home in Atlanta for a long time now. All right. And another match for the AAA Triple Mania tournament to determine who faces Roman Reigns is Dragon Lee versus Dr. Wagner Jr. Gosh, is this the same Dr. Wagner? He's been going out a while, but he looked pretty decent in this match. Dragon Lee climbs the top rope, but Wagner kicked it away. Wagner then climbs to the top rope, lands a superplex. He lifts Dragon Lee up, but Dragon Lee hits the Operation Dragon, then hits another Operation Dragon to seal it for a victory. So he moves on in the tournament to determine who gets a shot at the WWE World Heavyweight Championship at Triple Mania. Speaking of championships, we have a Intercontinental Championship match here. Rey Mysterio Jr. getting a shot at the Intercontinental Championship that championship held by Chad Gable. Again, decent good match here. Again, Ray can't do the same things he could do 20 years ago. But he tries. He paces himself a little more. Let's just say that. Ray with a 619. Ray climbs to the top rope, goes for a splash, but Chad gets his knees up, applies the ankle lock submission. Ray reverses it into like a little victory roll, but Chad reverses that. Cradles him up. 1, 2, 3. Your winner and still Intercontinental Champion is Chad Gable. Chad Gable's been this guy who's being a fighting champion. He's there just about every week to defend his championship. So you gotta respect that. At least they didn't bring the Muggs root beer guy out. By the way, I did try Muggs root beer for the first time the other day. Nasty, 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 nasty. And I'm the kind of person who likes root beer, but nah, it doesn't do it for me. All right, last segment of the show features the Bloodline. Roman Reigns comes out, says the Usos called the play, then executed the play. Basically, giving their flowers for leveling up. Gives the Usos black Ulafalas, and he places them around the necks. LA Knight comes out, starts getting a little physical. Jay grabs LA, but LA throws him outside the ring. Knight gets in the ring, but Fatu hits him from behind. Roman tells him to stop. Roman hits LA Knight with the Superman punch. Usos hold LA Knight up. Roman grabs Solo. He tells Solo that they are his family. He has to make some tough decisions now. Roman tells Solo to send LA Knight home. Solo grabs LA Knight, says I'm sorry, but winds up nailing Roman Reigns with the Samoan spike. Everybody looked confused. Uso looked confused. Solo points his finger and goes pew at the Usos. This triggered Jay. He runs towards Solo. Solo throws him out. Knight hits Jimmy with a BFT. Solo throws Jay in the barricades and hits him with a spike. LA Knight and Jacob Fatu are in the ring. Roman goes for a Superman punch, but LA Knight moves out of the way, hits him with a BFT. Solo gets in the ring and he looks at LA Knight. LA Knight lead the ring, and Jacob Fatu just kind of stands there in the corner. So now you're going to kind of see where Solo, I guess he's going to say, hey, even though Jay beat me, still my choice. He don't own, like that Eddie Murphy joke, he don't own me. So maybe now we'll see a turn in Jacob Fatu, maybe some 6-man tags with Jacob, LA Knight, and Solo against Roman Reigns and the Usos, maybe. Kind of confusing little storyline here. It's like Roman Reigns has been doing kind of a babyface thing. It's like, hey, I love being with the family, being back with the bloodline, but in my matches, I'm going solo. I don't want no help from anybody. And he's defeating like CM Punk, defeating recently Seth Rollins at SummerSlam, saying, hey, I don't need no help. Doing it on my own. Then after the match, even after a SummerSlam match, give kind of a babyface promo. Then they kind of do this. It kind of, what are you kind of doing here? I mean, I guess, they feel the need to kind of bring them all together and fight each other again with LA Knight, and possibly finally get. See, it's going to be kind of hard now. It's like you got Solo Sikoa really popular, who, in my opinion, is better in the ring, better personality than LA Knight. Then you got LA Knight, who's popular too. Everybody's saying, hey, he deserves at least some kind of a run with the world championship. But uh, we'll definitely see how this story pans out. But that's all I got for this evening. Hope you folks enjoyed it. You folks take it easy. Have a good one. And until next time.
So long from the peach state of Georgia.
Ronald Ray here saying thank you for checking out my video. If you don't mind, go ahead and click that thumbs up button, leave a comment, and share this video with family and friends. I would also appreciate it if you would subscribe to RP2 Vision, where I cover the sport of professional wrestling from yesterday to today. Now don't forget to click the notification bell as well, so you'll be notified when my other weekly content is available, like Wrestling Trivia Tuesday, WWE Raw Recap, and AEW Dynamite Recap. I also have 2 live streams. Every Thursday at 8 p.m., it's Spot Show Live Stream, where I discuss the latest news in professional wrestling. And on Friday nights at 8 o'clock p.m., it's Wrestling Gold Friday Night, where I discuss the good old days of professional wrestling. When wrestling was wrestling, wrestling was real because it's still real to us. Folks, have a good one and take it easy.